What's going on, guys? Jonathan Dietz here, and we're gonna break away a little bit and talk about some new panfish techniques and baits that have come out from Z-Man, because everybody that's ever started fishing started out pan fishing. So I feel like, you know, we were just talking about how panfish hold a special place in your heart, and so I really felt the need to talk about some of the new baits that they had come out, because one thing we all get frustrated with pan fishing was going through baits because of how many fish you catch. And so that's why I really was excited when Z-Man came out with some of the ElaZtech models. And so what we have here is we have a micro goat, which takes some of my favorite bass fishing baits and shrinks it down to make it into a panfish style bait. Because if I had to count the amount of perch that have chased my chatterbait with a goat on it, I would lose count. And so this smaller model is going to be a great updated version for those of you guys that are specifically targeting bluegill, perch, crappie, etc. And then we also have the Baby BallerZ on the back of here, which has everybody's favorite profile that everybody uses for crappie and bluegill and panfish, just created into that Z-Man profile, which is going to give you more action and honestly be able to just use one bait throughout the entire day, which is going to make it even better for you to catch more fish as you drop it back down into those mega schools of fish. I know some of the biggest frustrations in my life pan fishing have been catching a fish or missing a fish and knowing that my bait got ripped off. When I see fish on the screen, I'm trying to get that bait back down there as fast as possible. And so the head that I have that paired on there that you see right there is the Micro Shad HeadZ. That's also new by Z-Man. And so you get that minnow-like profile with a little bit upgraded hook. And they also have the same keeper that they have on the Jackhammer Evo, or the Z-Man Evo, with that weight being distributed into the body to give you a little bit heavier head and to keel that weight a little bit so you don't get that trailing edge where that bait is falling down as much in the water. And then they've also added a small keeper on there to be able to hold that bait up on there a little bit better, so that way it doesn't come off near as easily when those fish are nipping at the tail. And so that's something that I'm super excited for, because if you're on a tough bass fishery, this can also play into your arsenal. You know, not every tournament gets one with 20 pounds. Some of these places, especially in Pennsylvania, if you're fishing on the Mon River or anywhere that's tough, you can win with 6-7 pounds, sometimes even 5 pounds, depending on where you're at. And so if you're targeting smaller bass, especially in clear bodies of water, these baits will still do a great job at catching bass. This hook is designed to fish for panfish as well as bass. You know, they have very similar mouth setups, so that's something that I'm really looking forward to and something you should not overlook. Oh my goodness. I don't know why those little suckers won't eat that. They're bumping it right there. They must be little. It is a crappie. Woohoo! Yeah! That's right, I know how to pan fish. There's like 7 of them right there. So right there you can see there's a big group of them, and those are just crappies suspended right above everything. And with this little bit heavier head, I was able to hold it right above them with that pan optics and just get a nice little crappie. It's actually a decent one too. I was surprised.
That's awesome.